Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Goldfish Gladiators. So this week, we are heading again to Standard on Magic Arena, and we're going to play a deck that I've been working on for a while now, trying to get it to the right point where it's actually, at least somewhat competitive, and this deck is one I'm excited to show off. This is blue-white artifacts, basically like a somewhat controlling Azorius Planeswalker heavy artifact synergy deck, and I don't know if it's super busted, but it does some really cool, really interesting things, and it's pretty fun to play, so I'm excited to show it off. So anyway, a quick reminder before we break down blue-white artifacts for Standard. If you enjoy this deck, and you enjoy Goldfish Gladiators in general, it would be amazing of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk blue-white artifacts, starting with our artifact payoffs. Why are we going out of our way to play so many artifacts? And the two biggest answers are Karn, Scion of Urza, and Tezzeret, Artifice Master. So Karn is a card advantage engine, also one of our best finishers. In the late game, we're going to have a lot of artifacts on the battlefield, like 10 artifacts, maybe even more artifacts. So when we play a Karn, we can just negative to it, and we're making 10 construct tokens, and then we can do it again the next turn. And if Karn sits on the battlefield, it gets even more out of control, and we just make so many massive creatures that that's our main way for actually closing out the game. As far as Tezzeret, it's also a card advantage engine. Often we just want to zero it to draw 2 cards and draw 2 cards, because we should always have 3 artifacts on the battlefield. But it can also make Thopters, and the two planeswalkers kind of synergize together. The Thopters grow the Karn-struck tokens. Karn makes sure we have enough artifacts to draw 2 with Tezzeret. So these are our main finishers to the deck. Our other big payoff is Sai Master Thopterist. So Sai, we don't often sack artifacts to draw cards. That's like a backup card advantage engine, but for the most part, we're just playing cheap artifacts and making Thopter. So every artifact we cast is kind of coming with this 1/1 Thopter kicker, which again is growing our Karn-struck tokens, making sure we have enough artifacts for Tezzeret. So that's kind of the main engine of the deck, and our main finishers. Planeswalkers, Sai Master Thopterist going crazy with Thopters. So to make this work, we need a lot of artifacts, and we start off in our 2-drop slot with a bunch of interesting flip artifacts. So Treasure Map, Thematic Compass, Azur's Gateway. Map and Gateway are just card advantage engines, card filtering engines. Treasure Map flips around to put a bunch of treasures on the battlefield, which gives us 3 artifacts for Tezzeret, gives us lots of power and toughness boosting with our Karn-structs. Azur's Gateway, if it flips around, we have infinite mana to do anything we want with. And then Thematic Compass just kind of filters our draws a little bit, make sure we hit our land drops, and then eventually flips around into a Maze of Ith, which gives us some defense to protect our planeswalkers. Plus, remember, we just want artifacts in an absolute sense to trigger our Sai Master Thopterist, to turn on our planeswalkers. Then we have Fountain of Renewal, and since we're playing Fountain of Renewal, also Dawn of Hope. So Fountain of Renewal, kind of a weird artifact. It's a 1-mana way to trigger our Sai and get an artifact on the battlefield. The life gain is actually pretty helpful against aggro decks, where just incidentally gaining a life or 2 each turn is nice. In the worst case, we can cash in to draw a card, and if we get a Dawn of Hope as well, we have another card advantage engine. And this deck just draws so many cards. So when we get a life, we just pay 2, draw with Dawn of Hope. Dawn of Hope, in the late game, when we have a ton of mana and treasure tokens and we're just going nuts, we can just flood the board with 1/1 lifelink tokens and win the game that way as well. So it's kind of a backup win condition on top of being a card draw engine with Fountain of Renewal. Finally, our last artifact is one Transmogrifying Wand, which is a little bit weird. In some matchups it's horrible, like against aggro decks with a bunch of small creatures, you don't really want to wand anything. We can upgrade like a 1/1 Thopter into a 2/4 ground creature, that's somewhat relevant, but mostly against decks like Izzet Drake, for example, or against Niv Mizzets, these really big, powerful creatures. Transmogrifying Wand is actually insanely good when we're downgrading a 10-powered Crackling Drake into a 2/4 ground creature, and can do that multiple times with Wand. It's actually a really powerful card in those matchups, and we can kind of justify sneaking it into the main deck since it's an artifact and going to trigger all of our artifact stuff. Otherwise, Traveler's Amulet, we're playing 21 actual lands in the deck. We are like a 25-ish land deck, so Traveler's Amulet basically just counting as a land. It's a slow clunky land, 1 to cast, 1 to crack, but it does get us a land, and it's an artifact. If we don't need a land, it sits on the battlefield to turn on our planeswalkers. It triggers our Sai, so it's kind of like a really slow, clunky artifact land. Otherwise, we get a bunch of removal and sweepers, Settle the Wreckage, Cleansing Nova, just to control the board, seal away for the early game. The main idea of this deck is while it is slow, in the late game, we have an almost insurmountable amount of card advantage and just huge creatures, Thopter tokens. So we just want to survive. We want to stall out and survive across the early game, across the mid game, and then get to the late game. And in the late game, we're going to be drawing 2 or 3 cards a turn, maybe even more cards a turn. We're going to be putting huge creatures on the battlefield, making multiple Thopter tokens a turn. So if we can survive to the late game, our deck should be able to come out on top of basically any deck in the standard format. So having all these sweepers and removal help make sure that we get there. Mana base wise, Field of Ruin, Arch of Urza, some utility lands, a bunch of dual lands, some basic lands. In the sideboard for control, we get Negate, Disdainful Stroke as counters, a bunch more removal options, Baffling End for the early game, Binding can hit anything, Settle the Wreckage for aggro. Invoke the Divine is worth keeping in mind. It's actually really relevant against aggro, so it's in the deck because something like Experimental Frenzy can even outdo our crazy card advantage deck in terms of card advantage. So being able to blow up an Experimental Frenzy is nice. Also, against aggro, we have so many random bad artifacts. Treasure tokens are just random 2-mana stuff, random Thopter tokens we make, that we can't just use Invoke the Divine to kill one of our own artifacts is just a gain 4, and sometimes gaining 4 is enough to swing the race against aggro. Sentinel Totem to deal with graveyards, plus it's an artifact so it triggers all of our stuff, and that is blue-white artifacts for standard, and that's our Goldfish Gladiator deck for this week. So I'm excited for this one. We're going to play a lot of artifacts, we're going to draw a lot of cards, hopefully win some games with Sai or some huge planeswalkers, so I think this one's going to be fun. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, let's get to the gameplay, see how it works. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, Goldfish Gladiator time. We are playing some blue-white artifacts in standard, and this seems weird. We don't have any of our good payoffs or card draw, but we got a wand. We can wand things. I guess we're hoping for a creature matchup. If Cleansing Nova is good, like Cleansing Nova turn 5 on the play, that's pretty good against most creature decks. So I guess we're hoping we're playing like Boros or something. The opponent's going to 5. Okay. Well, Meandering River, go. 4 is for our opponent, Llanowar Elves. Yup. Well, play the plains, play Amulet. Pass the turn. So, go Gary, most likely. I guess it could be Mono Green. Mono Green isn't super popular at the moment, though. Ooh, Selesnya tokens. Or mid-range. Alright, well, Cleansing Nova's good. Opponent gets a plains. We're going to want some of our card draw. Any of our 2-mana things would be helpful. But our sweepers should be good. Plains for our opponent. More Llanowar. Well, crack Amulet. Grab a... doesn't really matter. Grab an island. Thematic Compass, eh? Well, play the island, and let's just wand, I guess. See what our opponent's got going on. Preferably not a planeswalker. That would be the worst. Plains. Alright, History Banale is fine. Cleansing Nova is going to be right on time to clean this up. Opponent gets in. Let's Glacial Fortress. Thematic Compass. Amulet. Pass the turn. I mean, we're definitely just going to Nova next turn. Resolves. Forest. And. Alright, Shalai, that's fine. This Cleansing Nova is going to be great. Probably game winning. Opponent gets in, hits us. Well, crack this Amulet. Just keep thinning our deck. Grab a plains.
Ugh, more lands. We'll play the Plains, Cleansing Nova on creatures. Pass the turn. History Benalia, damage minimized. We need a Planeswalker, we need a Azur's Gateway, we need a treasure map. Any of our card. Ooh, blue mana. Oh no! Whoa! Oh no, now we're gonna lose. That was relatively unlikely. Huh. Okay. So it's banned. And our opponent top deck. Oh no. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a certifiable nightmare. Wow. Opponent's last card was Island to Fairy. And we've just flooded. We've gotten 10 of our 21 lands out of our deck. Opponent drawn cards. And that's exactly what our opponent needed. That was exactly, literally the best card in Standard our opponent could have from that scenario. Conclave Tribunal. Gets rid of our Compass, untaps some lands. And now we're at very much risk of, well, there's a Tezzeret. All right. Play Glacial Fortress. Play Tezzeret. Make a Thopter. And pass the turn. I mean, we basically got to deal damage to this Teferi. That's the name of the game. Opponent draws a card. Gotta get rid of this Teferi. Land for our opponent. Passes. No lands to untap. Untaps our lands. Ooh, Karn is good. Well, go to combat. Attack Teferi. Play Karn. Make a Karnstruct. Draw 2 with Tezzeret. Well, play Field of Ruin. Good lord, that's a lot of lands. Pass the turn. Well, at least we're finding ways to pressure this Teferi. And we are also drawing cards now, too. Draws with Teferi. Yep. Man, that was close. That Teferi gave us a start. Adanto Vanguard, sure. Flower. I mean, if we can get this Teferi off the battlefield, life is great. Wand does not work very great on Adanto Vanguard. Opponent. We are going to field everyone, I think. Maybe we don't. Let's not. All right. Opponent gets to untap. We draw a Sai. Well, take down Karn. Draw with Tezzeret. Go to combat. Attack Teferi. Attack Teferi. Opponent blocks. Pays some life. Makes it indestructible. Sure. Let's play a second Karn. And this time we're going to tick up. We should be about done with lands. Fountain of Renewal Plains. Well, not yet. Wow, Fountain of Renewal, eh? Well, in that case, we will play Sai. Play Fountain of Renewal. Play a land. Pass the turn. A little bit worried about a surprise March of the Multitudes, but... Opponent, gonna draw with Teferi. Our board's looking pretty good. Plains. What do you got, opponent? So it'd be 4, 5, 6. So I could make 7 tokens, potentially, with March of the Multitudes. Night of Autumn. Gonna kill a... Oh, counters. Interesting. And passes. Untaps. Well, we gain a life. More Karns. Well, first step, draw with Tezzeret. Go to combat. Teferi, 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 Teferi. We just really want to kill this Teferi. Opponent could have Settle, I guess. Alright, opponent has Settle. Well, only 1 land left in our deck, unfortunately. Alright, so we will play treasure map, make a Thopter, play treasure map, make a Thopter, make a Karnstruct, play the island, pass the turn. I mean, if they get to ultimate this Teferi, that is a big problem. Draws, ticking up. I mean, if they have another settle, that could get us. Tap land. Opponent. Alright, so we get to scry with treasure map. Fountain of Renewal to the bottom. Scry with treasure map. Fountain of Renewal, also to the bottom. Stop on our upkeep. Yup. Well, scry with treasure map. I mean, I guess we'll keep Karn. Alright, draw Karn. Go to combat. Attack to fairy. Attack to fairy. Attack. Attack to fairy, attack to fairy. Wow. Man, our opponents run well. Alright. That's not good. They're going to ultimate to fairy. Well, we get to draw 2 with Tezzeret. Take down Karn. Play Azur's Gateway. Make a Thopter. Scry with treasure map. Land to the bottom. Loot with Azur's Gateway. Jeez. We just put Meandering River to the bottom. Play a treasure map. Make a Thopter. Play a Plains. Play a Karn. Keep the new card. Make a Karnstruct. And pass the turn. Alright, opponent, you get to ultimate your Teferi. There it is. Ultimate. Yup. Finds another Teferi. Gets to draw a card. Exile something. What are they exiling? A Karnstruct, sure. Knight of Autumn. Kills a Karnstruct. Okay. Well, scry with treasure map. Compass, we'll keep that on top, I guess. It does make dorks. Opponent gets to untap 2 lands. Man, this game. Yup. Resolves. We draw. Thematic Compass. So step 1, draw with Tezzeret. Step 2, scry with treasure map. Dawn of Hope to the top. Take down Karn. Play Thematic Compass. Make a Thopter. Play Treasure Map. Make a Thopter. Play a land. Go to combat. Attack. To fairy our opponent. Is it actually possible we're going to beat a Teferi emblem? Opponent jumps. Yup. Let's play a Karn. Keep the new Karn. Make a Karn struct. And... Yeah, let's just pass. Flip Thematic Compass. Opponent gets to go back to exiling. Exiles 2 things this turn. Hits a Karn struct. Yup. Draws with Teferi. Exiles. A Thopter. Interesting. Llanowar Elves. Land. And, wow, they're good at drawing Knight of Autumns. Alright, another Knight of Autumn. Hits another Karn struct. Well, let's loot with Gateway. Get rid of Seal Away. Alright, opponent's passing. So, Scry with Treasure Map, flip Treasure Map. Settle the wreckage to the bottom. Scry with Treasure Map. We don't need another Sai. Scry with Treasure Map. We'll keep Dawn of Hope. So, opponent gets to untap. We untap. We gain a life. Draw the Dawn of Hope. So we start by drawing 2 with Teferi. Or Tezzeret, rather. Huh. 1, 2. Well, play Dawn of Hope. Play Dawn of Hope. Make a Karn struct. Go to combat. Teferi. What a weird game. Teferi. Attack our opponent. Opponent blocks. Teferi down to 1. Alright. Opponent gets to exile 2 more things. Play Arch of Urza. Pass the turn. So opponent gonna deal with our Karn structs, I presume. Wow, going after Thopters, interesting. I guess they figure they can block the ground creatures. Okay. They're trying to keep the Teferi alive. Hits a Thopter. History of Benalia. Okay. Makes a Dork. Conclave Tribunal. Going after Sai. Alright. Alright, opponent's passing. So, make a token. Make a token. Scry with Treasure Map. Seal Away to the bottom. Sack a treasure, draw a card. More lands. Sack a treasure, draw a card. Scry with Treasure Map. Sigh. Alright. Loot with Azur's Gateway. Draw the Sai. Get rid of the land. Opponent gets to untap. Stop on our upkeep. How many cards we got? 18 cards. Well, draw a card. Draw a card. Draw for our turn. Go to our main phase. Draw 2 with Tezzeret. Play Sai. Play Traveler's Amulet. Play Glacial Fortress. Loot with Azur's Gateway. Get rid of Settle the Wreckage. Take up Karn. Land Amulet. We get the land. We'll go to combat. Attack to fairy. Attack our opponent. Attack our opponent. Opponent blocks. And blocks. Teferi drops to 1.
Want me to phase you out of time?
Well, sack a treasure, draw a card. Well, there's all of our wrath. Sack a treasure, draw a card. This game! Play a Fountain of Renewal. Make a Thopter. Sack a treasure, draw a card. 7 cards in our deck. Alright, I guess we just pass. Discard a Dawn of Hope and a Seal Away. Opponent gets to exile something. Man, we might play through our entire deck here and not win. Hit Sai. Ooh, does that mean our opponent drew a Wrath? History of Benalia. Draws with Teferi.
We need to move quickly.
Yep. Hits a Thopter. Seal Away. On a Thopter. Oh, on a Karnstruct, okay. Wow, and another Seal Away. On what? Alright, so we're getting rid of Teferi finally. So now our opponent will be down to exiling 1 thing per turn, which is good. Alright, end of turn, we will scry with Treasure Map. Gateway to the bottom. Make a 1/1. Make a 1/1. Our treasures are not very good for drawing cards anymore. Because we're running out of cards in our deck, honestly. Make a 1/1. Resolves. Do we know our... Have we stacked our entire deck? I think we have. I think we know every single card in our deck. Alright, well, we untap. Decline, decline. Can't keep drawing. Can we look at our deck? We can't anymore. Huh. Alright, decline. Decline. We draw a Fountain of Renewal. So, let's see. Go to combat. Kill Teferi. Finally. Take up Tezzeret for a Thopter. Take down Karn for a Karnstruct. Play Glacial Fortress. And... yeah, I guess we just pass. Opponent gets to exile something. Well, our plan now is to overwhelm them with 1/1s. Alright, gets rid of the Karnstruct. Pumps the Knights. Yeah, whatever. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Attacks. Well, we will keep our Teferi alive. And what did our opponent draw? Nothing. Alright, so make a 1-1. 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 And, yeah, let's make a 1-1. Hopefully our opponent didn't draw another settle. That would be brutal. Alright, make a 1-1. We gain some life. We do some declining. Decline. Draw Fountain of Renewal. I'll go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Oh, please no settle. Please no settle. Anything but that. Oh, settle would be so bad. This has been a wild Magic game. Opponent blocks. And blocks. And blocks. Takes a beating. Oh no. No timeouts, no timeouts. Oh no. Oh, Arena. We're clicking as fast as possible, Arena. Please no timeout. Please no timeout. Man, a resolve stack button would be pretty spectacular. That would make me happy. Decline, decline, decline. Also decline. Make a Thopter. Play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent draws. Are we going to get there with its... Alright. Hits a Dawnophobe, sure. Opponent needs a Wrath. Land. Wow, we got there! What a absurd game! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Whew! Okay. Well, we got there. We got there, we got there. That Teferi almost ruined our happy fun times. Good god. Okay. Okay. And that was against 4 Knights in the main deck, Knight of Autumns, which are really good against our deck. Oh, man. Well, we will happily take the win there. I don't know if I've ever just straight up beat a Teferi emblem before. I think that might be the first time that I've ever just been like, all right, Teferi emblem, I got it. No problem. Gotcha. Well, I think we're going down Sealaways. Going up, Invoke the Divines, negates. Maybe go down a Compass for a Ixalan's Binding. Wand wasn't very good that game. Let's go up a Disdainful Stroke. And... we probably need to keep Settle the Wreckages. March of the Multitudes is still a possibility. Can we find a way for one more counter would be nice. And we're running out of time. Let's go down 1 Fountain for 1 more Disdainful Stroke. Try it like that. Alright. Alright, alright. Well, we're up a game after one of the most insane matches. Good lord, that match. Yeah, okay. This isn't a exciting hand, but it's fine. Kind of wondering if we should have brought in negates instead of the Disdainful Strokes, but we'll see. Opponent. Temple Garden. Llanowar Elves. Meandering River, go. Plains for our opponent, and there's a history. That's a fast clock. Opponent passes. Well, Field of Ruin, Amulet. Oh boy. Arena. Really? Really? We gotta go with the dual land over the colorless land? History Benalia. Yup. Well, this is looking a little less good. Adonto Vanguard. Yeah, that's an aggro start. Well, maybe we should have just brought in more settles. I mean, our opponent's deck, it felt like a control deck in game 1. Well, crack this. Yeah, this is just going to be too fast. Turn 2 History Benalia is... That is a mighty fast start. Get a plains. Take our beats. Play a plains. Manually tap for Amulet. But I'm pretty sure we're just dead here. Turn 2 history is just too quick on the play. Well, back to the sideboarding drawing board. The first game was so epic that I guess having a quick one's not bad. The first one was like a 40-minute arena for a single game. Opponent. In the tank. Yeah. Pass the turn. History Benalia. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's a good start. Plains. Opponent. Gets in. Yep. Taking a million. Well, crack Amulet. Grab an island. Untap. Alright. Not a settle, and we will scoop it up. Alright. I think we over-sideboarded for Fear of Teferi. Let's go down Disdainful Strokes. Go down a Cleansing Nova. Go up a Settle the Wreckage. Go up the 2 Baffling Ends. And go down a Dawn of Hope for another Negate. And let's go down Ixalan's Binding for Invoke the Divine. And try it like that. We are on the play for game 3, which is good. Let's see what our hand looks like. I don't think we can keep that. 2 lands, a ton of expensive stuff with no way to cast it. Yeah. Alright. This we will keep. Yeah, we'll keep. Opponent's also going to 6. Amulet. I think we got to go bottom. Opponent also bottom. So, Island and Amulet. Pass the turn. See how fast of a start our opponent has. Would be nice to dodge Llanowar for once. Whoa, alright. Plains for our opponent. Well, play Field of Ruin. Play Fountain of Renewal. Pass the turn. 4 is for our opponent. And there's Llanowar on turn 2. Well, crack our Amulet. Grab a Plains. Gain a life. Cleansing Nova. Well, play the Plains, pass the turn. We'd love to draw a land for this Karn. That would be our best draw. To the point that we might just crack this Fountain if we don't have to negate here. Knight of Grace. Okay. Opponent. Getting in for 1. Alright, let's draw a card. More fountains. Meandering River. Well, okay. Play Fountain of Renewal. Play Meandering River. Pass the turn. Knight of Autumn. Resolves. Man, this would be a pretty awesome turn to just draw a land for this sweeper. Invoke the Divine. Okay, so Baffling End. Get rid of Knight of Autumn. Man, I don't like that. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Pass the turn. Oh, it would have been such a great sweeper turn. Llanowar. Opponent. Getting in. Yep. Land. Give us a land. Treasure map. Well, treasure map. Pass the turn. Kind of a clunky start. Opponent finds a land. Cleansing Nova. Well, we are going to negate that. Opponent. Man, land off the top is so good. Gets in. Gain a life. Alright, there's the plains. Play the plains. We will Cleansing Nova. But on creatures, whoo, reset the board. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? Our Wrath was a bit late, but we still did get there. Opponent. History of Benalia. Well, let's scry with treasure map. Well, I guess we got to keep Cleansing Nova. Gain a life. Play Karn. Go main phase. Play Karn. Take up Karn. Ooh, two Tezzeret. Well, we're getting a Tezzeret. Yep. Pass the turn. Opponent gets a knight. Land. Shalai. Oh, man. Oh, man. Gonna be a good second Nova. Opponent gets in, hits us. But we gain a life. Let's tick up Karn. Land Amulet. We get the Amulet. Well, Cleansing Nova. Creatures. Play Meandering River, pass the turn. No blue source to fairy. Anything but that. That's how the last game went so bonkers. Okay, Adonto Vanguard, that we'll find a way to deal with. Probably just by making big tokens. Let's try with treasure map. Glacial Fortress, we will keep. So, resolve, gain a life. Draw Glacial Fortress. I think we're in pretty good shape now. So we had to play Glacial Fortress, play Amulet. This is going to make sure we have 3 artifacts to draw 2 with Tezzeret. Because we can just make a Karnstruct. Still a little afraid of Teferi, but getting less afraid. Tezzeret. That was close. That was so close. I'll draw 2. When you're drawing 2 with Tezzeret, Tezzeret's pretty powerful. Alright, pass the turn. And we have a creature big enough to block Adonto Vanguard. No blue mana for our opponent, so no Teferi yet. Opponent passes. Well, we will just flip this treasure map. And this one, it should be about over. We'd like to find another counter. Another negate would probably just seal the deal. And opponent scoops it up. Oh my goodness, what a crazy game. We beat a Teferi Emblem. We beat a Teferi Emblem. Man. Well, that's blue-white artifacts. And that was one of the crazier games I've played in a long time. Whew, sweet. All right, Goldfish Gladiator time. We are playing this blue-white artifact control deck I've been working on. And all right. I mean, little light on lands, but hopefully that's all right. All right, that's a land. That's good. Let's Island Fountain of Renewal. Pass the turn. So this is a deck that should be, oh dear. I don't know if it's going to be good in this matchup. It should be good in the post-Pro Tour world where lots of people are playing the Drake deck. Lots of people are playing, oh, this might be the Drake deck. It should be good against the Weenie decks in specific. That's supposed to be our best matchup. Dawn of Hope. Well, Field of Ruin, go. We'll see how this goes against Drakes. We do get to make a lot of flying blockers. Opponent ups. Settle the Wreckage can be good against Arclight Phoenixes. Opponent just going to town with the drawing and the discarding. We're gaining some life. Well, play the land, play Sai. Pass the turn. Traveler's Amulet's pretty good here. It makes us a dork and gets us a white source, and also, yeah, that's a big old crackling drake, and also lets us play Dawn of Hope. Well, let's play Traveler's Amulet, make a Thopter, crack Amulet, get a Plains, play the Plains, play Dawn of Hope, and pass the turn. Opponent, land. Oh, so many crackles. Crackles for days. We're going to need to find a... Oh boy, and a shock. Good God. Alright. Opponent gets in. Well, this might go poorly. Treasure map. Well, play Karn. And I think we're dead. Take up Karn. Found a renewal land. Yeah, that's a lot of big drakes. And we just did not hit our removal in a timely manner. Opponent gives us the land. Play Glacial Fortress, pass the turn. I expect that we're just straight up dead here, though. Opponent only needs 2 spells, and they have a Radical Idea and a full hand, so I think we just got draked. Tormenting Voice, discards a Phoenix. Yeah. Radical Idea, discards a Mountain. And, alright, so opponent did have it. Yup. That's fine. Well, good hand, Drakes. Good hand. So, against Drakes, we can bring in Sentinel Totems. We can bring in Ixalan's Binding. And maybe Disdainful Strokes. I'm actually not sure Disdainful Stroke is worth it. Seal Away's good. Compass is good. Transmogrifying Wand is good. What are we cutting is the big question. Maybe we go down a couple Dawn of Hopes and a Fountain of Renewal. Let's try it like that. Okay. This hand's pretty fine. Land Amulet. Opponent. Passing. Binding's really good against Drakes, as is Cleansing Nova. I'll play a land, play Azur's Gateway. We can make sure to hit a land with this Amulet next turn, if we need to. Opponent passes. Alright, so crack Amulet, grab an island, play the island, pass the turn, start looting. Opponent ups. I guess there's probably some argument to just looting right away in case we hit a Amulet. We might want to cast it. Alright, let's loot. Get rid of... I guess Tezzeret for now. Untap. Well, there's a land. Play the land. Let's play Dawn of Hope. Actually, you know what? Let's play Thematic Compass. Pass the turn. Keep looting. If our opponent plays a Drake here, we can just untap and binding it, and that's pretty good. Alright, Arclight Phoenix. I mean, we can untap and binding that as well. Not as exciting. Get rid of the Cleansing Nova, I guess. Opponent. Gets it. We do need to hit our lands. Well, let's loot with Gateway. There's a land. Get rid of... I guess we're going to go Dawn of Hope. Play Glacial Fortress, Ixalan's Binding, the Arclight Phoenix. Pass the turn. This is going a bit better. They can still get Phoenixes in their graveyard. Murmuring Mystic. Opponent passes. How do we want to do this? Let's just play Karn. Take up Karn. Land and settle. We get the land. Play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent, Charted Course. Do they have a Phoenix to discard? Just a land. So ideally our opponent's going to play a bunch of spells, and then we're going to Cleansing Nova. Tormenting Voice. Discards a land. Makes a bird. Opponent gets in for 1. Well, loot with Gateway. Get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of the wand, I guess. Ooh, Seal Away, eh? We have a Settle the Wreckage exiled. Here we have what? 3, 5, 5, 2. We're actually getting close to flipping. Well, play Field of Ruin. Take down Karn. Take the Settle the Wreckage. Pass the turn. Transform. So this seems pretty fine. Charted Course for our opponent. Yup. Draw some cards. And there's a Drake. Alright, this is perfect. So now we get to untap and just settle and Cleansing Nova everything. And maybe even flip this Azur's Gateway. Opponent. Gonna go attacking. Karn. Karn. Well, we might as well save Karn. A bit of loyalty. Untap a bird. So Karn takes 1. And now we will Azur's Gateway. We need land and... Ooh, Fountain of Renewal. Well, get rid of Fountain of Renewal. Untap. Well, now we're definitely going to... Cleansing Nova. Take up Karn. Land and land. And yeah, I mean, I guess we just flip Gateway now while our opponents tap down. Loot. Get rid of Meandering River. Transform. Play the land. Play Sentinel Totem. Definitely keeping Tezzeret. That's what we want to close out the game. Alright. Yeah, pass the turn. Now we're pretty much where we want to be. Multiple removal spells. Almost unlimited mana. Opponent opts. No hardcast Arclight Phoenixes. Graveyard hate if our opponent manages to get back Arclight Phoenix. Tormenting Voice. Yeah, let's go full control. To make sure we can exile this Arclight Phoenix with Sentinel Totem. Alright, opponent's not getting it back. Well, that's easy. Yup. Opponent passes. Well, let's tick down Karn. Get Arch Varaska. Play Arch Varaska. Yeah, let's just pass this turn. Opponent's got mana up. Could very well have sideboarded encounters. Alright, there's a Crackling Drake. Sure. That's fine. We have many answers to that. Land. Alright, so let's just draw a card. Alright, more Cleansing Novas. Untap. Take up card. Ooh, Fountain of Renewal, Treasure Map are both pretty good. We get the Fountain. So, play Fountain. Play Island. Are we okay with this Tezzeret getting countered? Yeah, I guess we are. Play Tezzeret. No counters. Let's just draw a card. Ooh, Treasure Map. Well, play Treasure Map. And pass the turn. Yeah, I think we got this one more or less locked up. Opponent agrees. Yeah, at that point, it's going to be really hard for our opponent to actually come back. Yeah, I think we're going to keep it the same. Let's run it like that. Okay. Little light on removal, but this hand's fine. Yeah, let's just get down Fountain Renewal. Start gaining some life. Opponent opts. To the bottom. Mountain for our opponent. And, Electromancer. We don't have a clean answer to that at the moment. Well, play the island. Play Sentinel Totem. We'll keep the land. Play Traveler's Amulet. Pass the turn. So at least we got Drakes covered from the graveyard. We don't have a good answer to a Drake just hard cast, though. Tormenting Voice discards Arclight. Radical Idea. Mountain. Opponent gets in for 2. Yeah, let's do this now. Get rid of a Drake. Get rid of Radical Idea. Opponent passes. We gain a life. So let's Dawn of Hope. Play Meandering River. Pass the turn. Hoping for no Crackling Drake here. Tormenting Voice. Oh, man. Opponent! Oh! Alright. Well, maybe we were too greedy. Opponent had another Arclight Phoenix in hand. Maybe we should have kept waiting. Tried to get more value. Island untapped. Radical Idea. So opponent's getting back an Arclight, unfortunately. Yep. We're taking 5. Nope. We'll decline. Play the Plains. Play Karn. Take up card. Sai and Treasure Map. We get the Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Yeah, we might be too slow. Haven't been able to find a sweeper. Kind of regretting cracking the Sentinel Totem when we did. Kind of think we should have just held on to it. Getting the Radical Idea was a nice bonus, but maybe we should have just focused completely. Oh, there's a Crackling Drake. Well, we're going to need to hit a sweeper this turn. Opponent gets in for 5. We gain a life. Decline. Sweeper, please. Another Treasure Map. Well, take up card. Sai, Field of Ruin. And I think we are just dead. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ay! Ay. Alright. Well, that one didn't work out the way we were hoping, unfortunately. Alright, Goldfish Gladiators time. We are playing some blue-white artifacts, and, well, we got artifacts. Many of them. I guess this is okay-ish. It really depends on the matchup. If it's a creature deck, this is pretty reasonable. If it's a control deck, which it very well might be, less good. Opponent. Plains. Search for Azcanta. Alright, it is most definitely a control deck. We'll play the land, play Thematic Compass. Opponent. Azcanta. So this means our opponent's probably going to counter every important thing we want to do. Well, play the island, pass the turn. Azcanta. Leaves it on top. Island. Well, search out a land. Take a plains. Gain a life. Well, play the plains. Yeah, I mean, play Karn. If you got a counter, you got a counter. No counter? Well, take up Karn. Karn or Wand. Wand probably isn't great in this matchup. Wow. Okay. Gives us another Karn. Ah, I see. This is a flashy sort of control deck. So maybe this isn't a counter-heavy deck. Opponent. Rafts in. We gain a life. How do we want to do this? Let's play an island. Play Tezzeret. So opponent does have counters. Well, make a construct. Pass the turn. Is Kanta doing its thing? Mills and Essence Scatter. Going phase. Opponent loves going phase. Fountain Renewal, gain a life. Well, play Arch of Urza. City's Blessing. Play Treasure Map. Play Fountain of Renewal. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. And yeah, let's tick up card. Land or land. Yeah, we get Meandering River. Pass the turn. Opponent has Shalai, Voice of Plenty. Okay. Resolves. Well, I guess this lets him kill our first Karn. Leaves it on top with Search. Glacial Fortress. Opponent. Are they still going face? They are, down to 13. Well, Thematic Compass. Get a Plains. Untap, gain some life. Play the Plains. Play Traveler's Amulet. Go attacking. Opponent takes it. Down to 9. Well, let's Cleansing Nova on creatures. Opponent flashes into Fairy. Sure. Well, make a construct. And pass the turn. Transform Compass. Is Kanta doing its thing? Opponent. Gonna draw with Teferi. Yup. They've lost their flash, though. Plains. Lyra. Well, Scribe with Treasure Map. Settle the Wreckage, I think, to the bottom for now. Teferi untaps. Now we untap. Gain a couple life. Scry with Treasure Map. Amulet to the bottom. Gain some life. Draw a card. So go to our main phase. Make a construct. Go to combat. Attack to Fairy. Alright. The little old settle. Well, we get a land out of our deck. Play Dawn of Hope. Play Meandering River. An opponent! Dawn of Hope is too much. They scoop it up. They cannot beat the never-ending value of Dawn of Hope, and that's pretty good. So against this deck, we definitely are going to need more counters. It's hard to know exactly. We saw some counters in the main deck. Probably go down the settles? This matchup's hard to figure out, actually. Go down some settles. Seal away seems semi-relevant, although not insane. Our planeswalkers are good. All of our 2-mana looting stuff, I guess we can go down... We want the Disdainful Strokes. We want Ixalan's Binding. We probably want some number of negates. I guess we can go down this Wand. Maybe go down 1 Compass for a negate. Cleansing Novas. Do we want all 3 is the question. Maybe we can go down a Seal Away for a negate. Invoke the Divine is also interesting, since our opponent's probably playing Ixalan's Binding and such. I wouldn't mind having it in the deck, but I'm not sure how to make it fit. That's a big issue. We saw a lot of creatures, so we can't just get all the Seal Aways. Yeah, let's just try it like that. No Invoke the Divine. Alright. This hand is mostly good because of Azur's Gateway and Dawn of Hope. We'll keep it. Opponent goes to 6, cries to the bottom. Well, Glacial Fortress, go. Wow, opponent missing the land drop. Well, we are definitely going to Azur's Gateway. An opponent, they've had enough and scoop it up. Yeah, well, that's a classic Garita scoop, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Blue-white artifacts. We performed really well in game 1, so sweet. All right, Goldfish Gladiators time. We are playing some blue-white artifacts, and... all right. I mean, we got a lot of scrying. That's good. I do enjoy scrying. We'll try it. Mountain for our opponent. And... well, lots of scrying might be a bit slow against mono red. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Meandering River, go. Well, come on, sweepers and life gain. Opponent, Mountain. Fanatical Firebrand. Here comes all the 1-drops. Opponent. Getting in for 2. We take it down to 18. I'll play a Plains and play a treasure map. Opponent shocks our face. And we'll see. Feeling slow, feeling slow. Opponent, Mountain. We did also lose the die roll, which does not help matters. Gets in. Yup. Well, scry with treasure map. We do not want more lands, please. Thank you. Draw a card. We get more lands. Well, I guess in defense of our deck, this has been some epically land-heavy running for our... we technically have 21 lands and then 4 Traveler's Amulets. So that's just some really land-heavy running. Opponent. Thinking. Risk factor. Yeah, I guess you get to draw cards. That's not good. Opponent. Land. More Lava Runners. Yeah, we're super dead. Opponent gets in. I mean, Settle the Wreckage is cute, but I don't think it's enough here. Thankfully, we're on the play for game 2. Risk factor. Well, sure, draw some cards. Hopefully they're bad. Opponent's drawn so many cards. Opponent goes to combat. Gonna play around the settle. Alright. Good enough. Not gonna show our opponent any of our cards. Alright, so opponent's playing mono red aggro. We get to bring in 2 Baffling Ends, 2 Invoke the Divines, and maybe Settle the Wreckage. As far as cuts, we probably got to go down a Thematic Compass. go down an Azur's Gateway. Go down a Wand, which actually, like, upgrades our opponent's creatures. Go down a Tezzeret, and go down... What else are we cutting? Maybe we go 2 Cleansing Novas, 3 Settles? Negates could be good. But I'm not sure... Yeah, let's just run it like this. We just got to get a faster start. We kept a slow hand, and it did not work out on the draw versus mono red. That's not the ideal matchup for keeping slow-ish hands. Opponent. Well, this hand seems reasonable. That's a lot of Fountain of Renewals. 2 Fountain of Renewal, 2 early game removal spells. Seems pretty good against mono red. We're going to want to make sure we can answer Experimental Frenzy when it gets to it, but Fountain of Renewal, go. Mountain for our opponent passes. Well, Glacial Fortress, Fountain of Renewal, Traveler's Amulet, pass the turn. So now we're gaining 2 a turn, which is actually kind of a lot. Vishino Pyromancer, down to 19. We gain some life. Play the Plains. Play Traveler's Amulet. And pass the turn. We are going to need to find a payoff. Dawn of Hope, Planeswalkers, any of that stuff. Opponent. Gonna get in for 2. Yep, we'll take it. Wizard's Lightning. Sure. Down to 16. Lightning Strike. Opponent's just burning it up. Well, crack Amulet. Grab an island. Crack Amulet. Get a Plains. Down to 13. We get to gain some life. Well, Treasure Map's not bad. Let's Baffling End. Get rid of Pyromancer. And then Treasure Map. Hopefully to find some good cards. Mountain for our opponent. Lava Runner. Yep. Gonna get in. Hits us. Down to 13. Risk Factor. We'll take 4 here. Well, Scry with Treasure Map. Definitely keeping Dawn of Hope. Gain a couple life. Play the land. Play Dawn of Hope. And pass the turn. Mountain. Runaway Steamkin. Risk Factor. Grow Steamkin. We'll take the damage. Opponent. Well, let's seal away Lava Runner. Draw a land. Draw a Seal Away. That's a good one. Play Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. Lava Runner. Yep. That's alright. We're gaining enough life that Lava Runner doesn't really hurt us. It just keeps our opponent even at the moment. Seal Away. Steamkin. Down to 7. Well. Draw a card. Draw a card. Draw for our turn. Play the Plains. Boy, we're getting a little laggy. Play the Plains. Baffling End. Get rid of Lava Runner. I mean, we're playing the control game here. Pass the turn. Alright, Chain Whirler. Let's scry. And we actually don't want more Settle the Wreckages. The main thing we're looking for now is either a finisher, like a Karn, or... Cleansing Nova. I'll play the plains, pass the turn. Or a way to deal with an experimental frenzy. That's the one way that I'm kind of afraid we could just lose. Opponent attacks. Yeah, let's settle. It's only a 1-for-1, but I think it's worth it here. Opponent. Just a land. Alright, so first off, scry with treasure map, flip treasure map. Plains to the bottom. Now we get to draw some extra cards. Alright. I guess we keep drawing. Alright, draw for our turn. Play Glacial Fortress. Now we could just start making lifelink tokens, which is also pretty good. Alright, Dawn of Hope, make a 1-1. Fountain of Renewal. Draw a card. There's Invoke the Divine. Draw a card. Draw for our turn. Oh, there's Karn too. Alright, play Karn. Make a Karnstruct, and that should lock it up. That's a 6/6. Play the island. Go attacking. Back up to 15. And this one has went way better. This is how we imagine this matchup going. Pyromancer. Yeah, sure. Karn down to 1. Bona passes. Well, keep drawing. Amulet. Ooh, Sai. That's a Sai. That's a great draw. Well, play Sai. Play treasure map. Megathopter. Play treasure map. Megathopter. Play Field of Ruin. Play Traveler's Amulet. Megathopter. And that's a pretty impressive board. That's a 12/12 card token. Settle the Wreckage, Fountain of Renewal. Opponent's probably got to give us Settle, but they can't beat... They just can't win from here. I'm surprised our opponent hasn't scooped yet. There's a Settle. Well, go attacking. Opponent's on chump mode. I guess their out is Experimental Frenzy. I guess that's their hope, is that they just get an absurd frenzy. But with 2 Invoke the Divines in hand, Risk Factor, we will take 4. Opponent passes. And draw a card. Draw a card. Play Thematic Compass, make a Thopter, and that should be lethal, I think. Construct, yeah, this is definitely lethal. Go attacking. And, yeah, that's what our deck's tried to do. That is the blue-white artifact plan. That is, oh man, this deck is so sweet when it gets going. Like, look at that board. Look at that board. It's so sweet. Unfortunately, now we're on the draw, which is a bit sketchy. Just a smidge. Yeah, run it back. I think this is our best aggro setup. Okay. This hand's not busted, but it's reasonable. We have an early game removal spell into Scry with Treasure Map into Karn. That might be good enough. Mountain. There's Firebrand. Yup. Opponent gets in for 1. Well, planes go. Dawn of Hope is also nice. Mountain. Steamkin. Well, that is getting Baffling End 100%. Opponent gets in. Down to 18. Ooh, and Fountain. That's what we wanted to see. Well, Baffling End Steamkin. That's step 1 to success. Pass the turn. Lava Runner. Opponent gets in for 1. And a Sai. Alright, new plan. New plan involves playing Sai first. A lot of the red removal does not hit Sai. They could have Lava Coil. I would be kind of surprised if they sideboarded it in against us. Maybe they did specifically for Sai, but opponent hits our face. And lightning strike. Oh, okay. They're going to kill Sai the hard way. That's fine. Yup, kill Sai. Gets in. Well, we're going to Glacial Fortress and Karn. Take up Karn. Land or land. Hopefully this distracts our opponent from attacking us for a minute or two. Next turn, we could basically just dump our hand. Alright, opponent finds a land. We still want to find an answer for Experimental Frenzy. That's still the thing we're most scared of. Opponent. Gonna go face. Down to 11. What's the follow-up? Risk factor. Yeah, we'll take the beats down to 7. Opponent passes. Ooh, and a Sai. Well, play the plains. Play Sai. Play Fountain of Renewal. Make a Thopter. Make a construct with Karn. We'd love to find Invoke the Divine. If our opponent risk factors here, I think we have to let them draw. Opponent's thinking. Opponent says good game. I don't know what this means. On Arena, you never know what good game means. Does it mean you just lost or you just won? This could be like Wizards Lightning or something. I don't even know. I don't think our opponent's in so bad a shape they should... Okay, Wizards Lightning. Shock. Passes. We gain a life. Well, create a construct. Play Field of Ruin. Play Dawn of Hope. Attack, attack. Pass the turn. Oh, come on. No death. No death. No way! Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. Sure. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Oh. Well, that's a loss. We're a little unlucky. Actually, very unlucky. But, a loss is a loss is a loss. Alright. Alright. We're on the play. A million treasure maps. We're going to ship that one. Alright. Well, we'll try this. I think. We'll keep. Plains to the top. Well, Meandering River, go. We got a sweeper we're working towards, which is good. We'll see what I mean, it'll depend on what our opponent's playing. That's the big question. Oh my god. Is this Drake? Why is everyone playing Drakes? Drakes gets crushed by White Weedy. Magic Arena. Why? Oh man, Arena. You're the funniest. Yup. Opponent. Doing their thing. Well, play a Plains. Play Wand. Pass the turn. Wand is actually a sneakily good answer to Drakes. Not so much to Phoenix, but to Drakes. Chart a course. Opponent. Luton. There's a Phoenix. Mountain. And passes. Well, play the land. Play Azur's Gateway. Pass the turn. Opponent. Chart a course. Opponent shocks our face. Shocks our face. Really wants that Arclight Phoenix. Yep. Well, let's Gateway. Get rid of Cleansing Nova. Opponent gets a Phoenix. Gets it. Down to 13. Well, Glacial Fortress, Tezzeret. Make a Thopter. Pass the turn. Opponent goes attacking. Well, we will block Phoenix. And there's Crackling Drake. Okay. Well, that we can wand. Field of Ruin. Well, start with Azur's Gateway. Kind of regret getting rid of that Cleansing Nova now. Get rid of Meandering River. Play Field of Ruin. Make a Thopter. Wand Crackling Drake. And pass the turn. Opponent. Ops. At some point, we'd like to start drawing cards with this Tezzeret. Opponent. Combat. Tezzeret. And where's Arclight going? Tezzeret. Well, make a token. Block and block. So we actually gain a life in this process. Yup. We don't get to draw a card, but opponent. Island. Crackling Drake. Again. Well, if we don't find a sweeper, we can... Island. So step 1, Azur's Gateway. Get rid of Dawn of Hope. Play Treasure Map. Draw with Tezzeret. Ooh, that's not the worst. So Wand Crackles. Play an island, pass the turn. So the bad news is we might be losing our Tezzeret. Good news is we've dealt with 2 Crackling Drakes with Wand. Opponent. Combat. Tezzeret. Tezzeret. And Tezzeret. Well, I mean, we're going to attempt to seal away. To get rid of Arclight. Okay. Opponent shocks their own Arclight to get it in the graveyard. Well, that's pretty fine. Yup. Tezzeret takes the Ox Beats. Down to 3. Electromancer. And Crackles. Alright, that's actually really good for us, because now we get to untap and Cleansing Nova everything. We will keep Fountain of Renewal. That's a combo with Dawn of Hope. Yeah, opponent draws a card. So we untap. We don't want to lose. Alright, so I think the plan is Cleansing Nova. Destroy all creatures. Tezzeret, make a Thopter to block a graveyard Arclight Phoenix. Play Fountain, pass the turn. And now we get to start drawing cards each turn from Dawn of Hope as well. Alright, opponent has Discovery. Trying to get back those Arclight Phoenixes. We're like a draw away from really taking control of this game. Alright, no more Arclights in the graveyard, just 1 still. Opponent can get back the 1. Well, we'll see. Tormenting Voice. Resolves. Discards. Radical Idea. Discovery. So Arclight's coming back. If they hit more Arclights off Discovery, that could... They do. Wow. All right. 2 Arclights coming back. Land. Opponent. Double Arclight. Yup. Well, here comes the dorks. Goes attacking. Tezzeret. Tezzeret. Well, I mean, we will definitely block. Keep Tezzeret alive another turn. Electromancer. Well, let's scry. Planes to the bottom. Untap. Scry. Oh, Karn makes big things, but they don't really help. Well, They don't help with the flyers. Karn's got to go bottom for now. So flip treasure map. Gain a life. Draw a card. Draw a card. Go to our main phase. Draw 2 cards. Loot with Azur's Gateway. Oh, dear. Well, play Meandering River, play a Plains, play a Karn. Make a Karnstruct. And actually, I think we just wand this Electromancer. And pass the turn. I don't know. We're probably going to lose all of our planeswalkers. We really wanted to hit another sweeper there. It didn't work out, but opponent, more Electromancers. Oh, they just keep coming. All of them. Every one. Ops. Resolves. Radical Idea. Lava Coils are token. Lava Coils are token. Alright, well. If we don't draw something, we might just lose to the board. We're going to lose our planeswalkers. Opponent's officially out of cards. But I'm not sure that's going to matter unless we draw something. So we get to draw a card. Useless land. Fountain of Renewal. So, loot with Azur's Gateway. Get rid of Amulet. Compass isn't horrible. It's not great. Sack a treasure. Draw a card. More lands. Well, play Fountain of Renewal. Play Thematic Compass. Play Glacial Fortress. Play Dawn of Hope. Transform. Pass the turn. Opponent. Gonna go to combat. Attacks. Well. Untap a Phoenix. Take 7. How close are we to flipping this gateway? 5210. Alright, so draw a card. Tezzeret. Draw a card. Karn. Draw a card. Karn. Draw a card, Sai, and treasure map. So now we loot with Azur's Gateway. Get rid of Karn, transform. Get a bunch of mana. Not going to draw cards. This might be enough. This transformed gateway might do it. Because now we get to add blue mana. Play Sai. Play Traveler's Amulet. Make a Thopter. play Tezzeret, draw a couple cards, play Treasure Map, make a Thopter, and then play Karn. That was a pretty good turn. Make a pretty big construct. It's an 8/8. Play Meandering River, pass the turn. Alright. We might have stabilized. We got our planeswalkers back. We got a bunch of blockers. We're back up to 13. We're drawing tons of cards. Beacon Bolt. Alright, there goes our construct. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then Beacon Bolt Sai, maybe? Lava Coil. Alright. Well, opponent managed to deal with our board for the time being. But there's more where that came from. Opponent, let's see how they attack. Well, first off, untap a Arclight Phoenix. Block and block. We're just going to chump everything. I feel like as long as we stay alive, we take over this game. So, Fountain Renewal. Draw a card. I mean, we basically get to draw most... Oh, there's Cleansing Nova. That's good. Draw a card. Gain a life. Draw a card. More size. Gain a life. Draw a card. Draw for our turn. Go to our main phase. Play a plains. We will first add white mana. Cleansing Nova. Destroy all creatures. Scry with Treasure Map. Field of Ruin to the bottom. Take down Karn. Make a construct. Draw with Tezzeret. Play our Sai. Play Treasure Map. Make a Thopter. Play Fountain Renewal. Make a Thopter. Scry with Treasure Map. We don't really need Arch Veraska. We got all the card draw we could ever use, honestly. And yeah, well, we will pass the turn. And I think we're in pretty good shape. I guess our opponent can, like, Radical Idea, Beacon Bolt, get back Arclight Phoenixes, but we have blockers for that. And we still have just this insane setup. We have more cards to draw sooner or later. Radical Idea, yep, they're doing exactly what we thought. Radical Idea, Beacon Bolt, all with Jumpstart. I assume they kill the Construct. Yeah, alright. So opponent gets to get back their Arclights. Sure. But we actually take 0 here. Oh, they have 3? Alright, so we take 3. We're going to double block and kill one. Our opponent's so low on resources, it should be hard for them to actually get back their stuff. Going at Tezzeret. Going at Tezzeret. Going at Tezzeret. Alright, so block, block, and then untap. Tezzeret takes 3. We kill one Arclight. Untap. Fountain, I mean, yeah, draw a card. At some point, we're going to have to stop drawing because we're going to draw too much of our deck. Draw a card. Draw a card. We're down to 16 cards. Settle's good. Draw a card. Draw a card. And let's decline. So, play a plains. Add a bunch of mana of the blue variety, I guess. Play Amulet, get a Thopter. Play Amulet, get a Thopter. Take up Tezzeret, make a Thopter. Take up Karn. Seal Away and Thematic Compass. Play Compass, get a Thopter. Well, now we have 2 Arclight Phoenixes just straight up locked by... yeah, let's play another Tezzeret. Keep the new one. Make a Thopter. Scry with Treasure Map. Yeah, that's fine. Scry with Treasure Map. And, pass the turn? Yeah, I think we got this one. We might as well... Yeah, no attacks. There's an untapped Phoenix. Pass the turn. We get another Compass flip. And I'm just not sure how our opponent kills us from here. Like, sooner or later, we will make enough Thopters to win, even with only 10 cards left in our deck. Opponent. Passing. Alright. We will draw 1 extra card. Draw the Seal Away. Well, maybe we draw 2. Alright, draw 1 more. Can't resist. Let's... Okay, 1 more. 1 more. Fountain of Renewal. Now we'll start declining. Decline. Decline. So now we play an island. Take down Karn. Take up Tezzeret. Play a Fountain of Renewal. Get a Thopter. Play a Glacial Fortress. No attacks. Yeah, let's just pass. Discard a island. Now we could just dump all of our mana into making dorks with Dawn of Hope. Plus we got an 18/18. That's a big ol' construct. Alright, so tap this for white. Make a 1/1. Make a 1/1. Make a 1/1. 1/1. Well, we had to play through basically our entire deck, but as long as we cannot time out, I think we got there. 1/1. 1/1. Yup. Lots of declining. Not going to keep drawing extra cards, or we're going to deck ourselves. Decline, decline. Yes, decline. Oh boy, there's going to be so many triggers when we attack. Decline, decline. Alright, opponent! They've had enough of the declining and scoops it up. Good lord, good lord! That was not easy or quick, but we got there! Our wand! Our secret tag! Take that, Crackly Drakes. That went pretty well. So our opponent's probably going to bring in counters of some kind. What do we have that's good against this deck? Sentinel Totem can get rid of Arclights. I think what we probably have to do is, like, go down a Dawn of Hope. Go down a Dawn of Hope. Go down a Fountain of Renewal. And maybe go down, like, 1 Cleansing Nova. Go up 2 Sentinel Totems. Go up Ixalan's Binding. Go up Settle the Wreckage. Maybe we go down 1 more Fountain, too. Since we have 2 Sentinel Totems that kind of replace it with Sai. And go up... Let's go 1 Negate. Let's try it like that. Okay. I mean, we gotta settle. This hand's fine. Hopefully we draw some action. We'll keep it. Opponent. Scries to the bottom. Steam Vents. Well, planes go. Would like to not see an Electromancer here. Tap land. Opponent passes. Well, we got all the size. Gonna need some artifacts to go with them. Opponent. Sulfur Falls. Discovery. Yup. Well, Sai is pretty good in this matchup. There are things that kill it, but it is a pretty decent threat. It makes so many blockers. Opponent. Passes. Well, Glacial Fortress, Sai. Opponent surveilled a Lava Coil, which actually is one of their ways of killing Sai. COA is not bad. That's a good answer to most of our opponent's threats. Island. And there's an Arclight. Yup. Gets it. Down to 17. Treasure Map is pretty sweet. So we get to play an island. While our opponent's tapped out, we will seal away. Get rid of the Phoenix. Play Treasure Map. Get a Thopter. And we might as well start getting frisky. Hit our opponent. Down to 19. Chart of course. Yup. Discards. Another Phoenix. Sulfur Falls. Can they get it back? That's a big question. Discovery. Oh boy. If they hit another Phoenix, that would be scary. That's a lot of Phoenixes. Phenai. That cannot be the right word for that. Alright, just one. Alright, there's the op. So Phoenix is returning. Opponent. Yep. I'm gonna get in. Yeah, let's just chump. Our deck is good at chumping Phoenixes. Opponent passes. I'll play Field of Ruin. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. And let's just pass. I think we're going to Treasure Map Scry and settle the wreckage of this Phoenix. Opponent. Goes attacking. Well, yeah. Get rid of the Phoenixes one by one. Do what we gotta do. Alright, opponent's got a negate. So they keep their Phoenix alive, but we get the negate out of their hand. And we only take 3. Down to 14. Shock Sai. Okay. Is this double shock? Alright. Well, let's Treasure Map. Azur's Gateway, gonna go bottom. Sai down. Opponent passes. Compass. Well, play Sai. Play Azur's Gateway. Make a dork. And pass the turn. Unfortunately, this delays our Treasure Map flip for a turn, but... block Arclight. Not going to keep taking damage. More Tezzerets. Alright, so step 1, scry with Treasure Map. Karn to the bottom. Step 2, loot with Gateway. Get rid of a Tezzeret. Step 3, play Thematic Compass. Make a 1/1. And nug our opponent for 1. Pass the turn. We're kind of doing it the hard way, but we're doing it. We're not hitting our land drops very consistently. Ooh, scries to the top. I'm sure our opponent's looking for an answer to this Sai. Opponent attacks. We will block. Yep, there's a Beacon Bolt. Takes down Sai. That's relatively okay, though, because we get to scry with Treasure Map, flip Treasure Map. Sai. I think Sai's going to go bottom for now. Transform. Draw. There's a plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So play the plains. Man. Yeah, we're going to do it. Tezzeret. See if our opponent... Alright, they have a Disdainful Stroke. Sure. That's fine. That's fine. Well, we get to transform our Compass. So we're not taking damage. Opponent's almost out of cards. And we still have Gateway, we still have Treasure Map, so we're going to draw more good things. Like, that is going to happen. Opponent passes, so, well, I mean, we might as well loot with Gateway. We would like to flip it eventually. Get rid of Amulet. Untap. Island. So, loot with Gateway. I feel like we should be able to grind this out from here. Get rid of the Island. Treasure map, draw a card. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent goes attacking. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll just untap it. That's fine. Opponent passes. Ooh, Karn. Karn is sweet. What do we have under here? A 1, 5, and 0. So we're pretty close to flipping. Well, let's loot with Gateway. Get rid of a Settle the Wreckage. That's a 4. Play Karn. Does our opponent have more counters? Disdainful Stroke. Alright. I mean, our opponent's staying alive, but they're not making that much headway. We have multiple answers left in hand. They're using lots of their counters. They're not damaging us, and we should be able to flip this Gateway next turn. Opponent. Phoenix. Well, we will Spires it. Again. Yep. Take 0. With this Gateway flipping, if we ever resolve a... Wow, untapped, eh? If we ever resolve a Dawn of Hope, we just win. Treasure map's fine. So we untap. Let's draw with Treasure map. Treasure Cove. Amulet. Let's loot with Gateway. Get rid of Treasure map. Flip. Play Arch of Urza. And pass the turn. I mean, we will just win this game with card advantage eventually. Opponent. Passing. Well, draw a card. Amulet. Not exciting. Sentinel Totem. Sentinel Totem's not the worst here. So let's Sentinel Totem. Scry. Do not want the land. Play Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. Do we know what's on the bottom of our deck? We do. I think next turn we're going to Amulet just to try to find, just to shuffle those cards back in, because those are good cards. Opponent. Are they attacking? They are. Well, let's just seal away. Try to get rid of this Arclight forever. If our opponent counters, then we get to untap and just Cleansing Nova everything. Alright, so get rid of the Arclight. Opponent shocks it, that's fine. So we take 0. We draw an extra card. Cleansing Nova. Untap. Treasure map. Well, let's add white. Cleansing Nova creatures. Play Amulet. Shuffle those good cards from the bottom of our deck back into our deck. Get a land out of our deck. Play the land. Play Treasure Map. Scry with Treasure Map. Do not want more lands. Draw with Arch of Urza. And pass the turn. I feel like we're pretty much exactly where we want to be. It should be hard for our opponent to win from here, and it should be hard for us to mess this up. We're at 19. We're very stable. We have a million removal spells. Radical Idea, Radical Idea. We do want to exile graveyards if they're going to get back their Phoenixes. Electromancer, okay. Land. Alright, no Phoenix. Opponent passes. And Negate's not the worst. Alright, I guess we'll scry with Treasure Map now. Karn is good. That might be enough of a reason to draw now. Yeah, let's do it now. Add a bunch of white mana. Draw a card. Play Karn. Make a Karn. Yeah, make a Construct. Play Amulet. Play Amulet. Pass the turn. Opponent can Beacon Bolt it, but they're going to Beacon Bolt a Construct eventually, so might as well just get it over with. An opponent has had enough. The grind is real, taking down the Drakes, and that is blue-white artifacts. It can grind. The deck can grind. It really can. Whew, sweet. So what do we learn this week about blue-white artifacts in Standard? And overall, we finished 3-2 in 5 ladder matches, and we played some crazy games. The game against Bant, our very first game, where our opponent had a Teferi emblem and another Teferi and was exiling 2 things a turn for, like, I don't know, many turns, and we still won, was just absolutely insane. Otherwise, we went 1-1 against Izzet Drakes. We lost to Red Aggro in a match that was a little bit crushing. I felt like, oh, we were so close to stabilizing in that match. And our opponent, we got him empty-handed. They got the bird spell. We were gaining life. We were just so close to putting that game out of reach. So I feel like 1 turn, maybe 2 turns of our opponent drawing just like okay things rather than lethal burn spell. And we probably would have won that one too. But the deck, I mean, it does not play quick matches. If you like slow, grindy matches with tons of card draw, tons of value, eventually some big finishers, then I think blue-white artifacts is a pretty reasonable option. I don't think it's a top tier deck in Standard, but it is really fun and it is unique. Like, since Kaladesh rotated, we haven't really had many artifact decks running around in Standard, so it's cool to see that artifacts, they're at least still somewhat playable. I think as far as the deck itself, the 2 planeswalkers are really good. Both Karn and Tezzeret are worthy reasons to play an artifact-based deck, and then Sai is surprisingly effective in a world where a lot of the aggro decks are playing things that deal 3 damage. A 1/4 is actually a really good blocker against a big chunk of the field, and 4 toughness means it dodges a lot of removal spells, the lightning strikes and wizard's lightnings and all that kind of stuff. So it survives a lot of removal and is actually a good blocker, and in this deck, we don't need it to sit on the battlefield forever. If we can just have it sit on the battlefield for a couple of turns to make Thopters, we're getting our value out of it, and those Thopters are really key blockers against aggro to help us stabilize and stay alive until we find our sweepers, we find our life gain, our planeswalkers to take over the game. So while 3-2, obviously not an absurd record, it's not like we broke the format or anything. If you like grinding out really crazy games, drawing tons of cards, playing some sweet artifacts, I think that blue-white artifacts is at least a pretty reasonable option for Standard. So anyway, that's my Goldfish Gladiators for this week. Blue-white artifacts for Standard. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.